Hi guys, happy Christmas Eve. I wanted to get on here and do our latest paper pumpkin. I was going to do it on Wednesday. I was so excited. I got it in time, but then the freeze kind of took over my life and I was just more worried about making sure I had everything I needed for to be prepared for that cold weather. So, let me get the light on here. There we go. There we go. That helps. I've got like a couple lights here. Sorry, they're shining on the box. But so this month's paper pumpkin is called Great Things Come in Small Packages, which I just think is a cute like name for it. And actually look at how cute the box came. Sometimes the boxes come damaged, but as I reused a lot of my boxes at Christmas. I covered this up with something cute and I gave cards to my nieces so they had a variety of stuff. So the paper pumpkin, if you don't know, paper pumpkin is an all-inclusive stamp craft kit and it comes with everything you need to make a craft in one box. It's a subscription kit. But you can pause it or cancel it at any time you want, which is really helpful. I have different customers that are like, oh, I'm going to be on vacation or money's tight this month. I need to pause it. No problem. And I've been in that situation where I've had to pause it myself, for different reasons, and so especially if I was going on vacation. Or I had surgery. So here are the stamps, really cute stamps for this month. Good Things Come in Small Packages. You did a graduation. This month is oh baby. Oh, that's a good one. I love it when we have something a little different because I don't own any stamp sets that are for babies, and so with like a welcome baby sometimes I do. So next month is going to be the Valentine kit in January, and it's Key to My Heart. And I have actually when you subscribe, you also get access to exclusive products. So there are extra products that came with the November kit. I think it was October and November. They had these little North Pole sacks, and there's 10 sacks in here, and they're food safe. And so they easily fit and coordinated with the cards and the tags that came with those kits in October and November. And you could only buy these if you were a subscriber. And the same thing goes for this little box I'm going to show you right now. I'll be putting these together in the next video, but you see it makes like a little, yeah, it doesn't, we don't have a picture of it. It makes a little heart shape. The box inside will be like a rectangle, but it'll have hearts on the outside. So these little boxes will coordinate, and they have little keys that connect with them. So I have a feeling that the cards that we're going to make for next month are going to have like locks or keys or something to coordinate, and some gold, and probably this color actually, so that they coordinate together. And here's the tags that come with it. Someone bought a package and let me have a few so that I could show some samples in my next kit. And again, you can only buy these little boxes if you subscribe. Now, even if you just subscribe for 1 month, decide you don't like it, you could still order these boxes in the Valentine kit and be good to go. The cool thing is that you really don't have to keep it. And it's not difficult to cancel or change it or modify it. You can easily, do anything you need to keep the kit. What I love though is that everything comes in one kit for $23, $23.50. It went up a tiny bit this year. Get everything you need to make unique cards full of love. And those little boxes coordinate with these little cards. So if I send out those cards, I could actually send it like a little package to my nieces or something so that they could, so they could get a little treat inside the box, and I send them a cute little card. So just FYI. And this month also had an add-on. This month had cards that you could buy that coordinate with this kit so that you could make extra cards that matched this coloring scheme here. And so you see how these cards match these. So you could easily add some pieces that are in this kit to a card to make a birthday card to coordinate with these little boxes that are in this kit. So we have Garden Green. Like I told you, everything you need comes in the kit. In your first kit, it will come with everything like this. You'll get a little block and this. In your next kit, they won't give you a block again. You just get one block when you sign up. Excuse me. And so I have several of these little blocks. I'm going to be using, because I save these. If I have this ink already in a large ink pad, I save this for the future. And I give this to someone else who's just starting, who maybe wants to try something or a little kit or a prize or something. So I'm going to save that to the side. But you get your ink. You get your twine. The only thing you would need would be scissors. That's the only thing I always tell people you might need for the kit. And so there's our little box. I love how cute the box is. I always love, and sometimes I'll store things in the boxes for later. I just love that Paper Pumpkin has everything I need in one place to make what I want. I don't have to go to Michael's, and you know, you go to Michael's to make 1 or 2 crafts and you wind up walking out with $40 worth of stuff and you only really needed to make 1, you know what I mean? But you know, it's just the reality of crafting. Sometimes it can be a little pricey if you're not, you know, unless you're going to make a lot. And this is perfect because I get this full complete craft every single month. I can make a craft just because. And I also send out alternatives so that people can make other things. So this little insert to this box might seem like you don't need it, but what happens is sometimes when you have a stamp that has like a large surface area, like this one here, this heart, when it has like a large flat area, sometimes you kind of want something underneath it to like give a cushion, and it'll help give you a better stamp. It's just a little trick of using stamps. So you would be making all these little boxes. I'll make a couple of them, but I won't make all 12 because, or not 12, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's 15 in here. I won't make all 15. I'll just make a couple, you know, just so that, oh, wow. Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 designs, it looks like. But you can, of course, vary it and change it however you want. So I'll go ahead and just make the 4 that they tell us to make here. And that way you guys can see how it's made. But it's pretty cool. I try and do this to show you exactly how we would do it so that it's not, what's the word? So that I'm not necessarily, I'm trying to think of it. Just to show you the ease of how it can be done. It doesn't have to be as complicated as people make it out. Oh, okay. So there's different colors. I see. I can either have blue on this side or gray. Cool. Green or a pink. Another type of blue, a different blue. You see, this one's Balmy Blue. This one's Tahitian Tide. And Calypso Coral. And then I could have, I think this is called Crushed Curry or the green. So there's, this looks like Garden Green, and this looks like Pale Papaya. And so the first one they have us do is with this green. I don't really want to do that. I don't want to do it with that. I think I want to change it up. But I guess, you know, to show you how it's done, but okay. So there's a little green one, and they have us take that green one, and they have us, oh, this one's like a congratulations. Or I could do the dots, or I could do the congratulations graduation deal. Cute. Look at the little pencils. So sweet. And I need a circle. Okay, what else is in here that I need? They give you a lot of supplies here for what you need. And a little graduation cap. And it looks like there's oh, there it is. Okay. And a little twist. It looks like a little bread tie is what I think of. It's a little tag, but And I think that is it. Yeah, that's all I need for that one. So we'll go ahead and we'll just start with this one and go from there. And they want us to use You Did It. And like I told you, I have different blocks. These are the blocks that you can get in the catalog or online. Anything you want to pick up right now, I recommend you use this host code for me. If you guys, need to wait till the new year, I'll have a new host code. Just select me as your demonstrator, even if you don't have a host code. Just select Jennifer Jenkins in San Antonio. So these are the ergonomic blocks. See how nice and shaped, they're nicely shaped they are. So it's like nice and handy, especially if you have like arthritis or trouble like gripping, and so it's really nice. All right, so this one is, I need You Did It. And Congrats. Oh, sometimes it's hard to read them upside down. And that's it. And then green, and then the twine. We're gonna need the twine and stuff. So I'll go ahead and stamp first because I'm not quite sure if I want to put a pad. Oops, wow, I took out two. Okay. I had a feeling I was grabbing too many. Okay, so when we go to the instructions, it tells me exactly what to do. You see, it shows me where to stamp it. I'm going to stamp Congrats on the top and You Did It underneath. So you want to try and get that Congrats right against those little dots. And so let me get my garden green, which I have handy right here. And like I told you, I'm just using this so that I can save this as a little treat for somebody else. Or a kit. Sometimes I'll include them in a kit. So I'm going to put Congrats as high up as I can. Good. And You Did It right below it. I think I put way too much ink on there, but yep, good. I got a little overzealous with the ink, but it's okay. All right, and that's all. Okay, that's all the stamping for that one. Okay, and this is gonna go with that. Okay, so we're gonna put the little box together. The boxes are not as hard as they look. The key is if I want the green on the outside, that means that I need to have the yellow facing up because that's gonna be the inside of the box, okay? And it'd be vice versa. If I want the yellow on the outside, I'm gonna have the green facing up, you see? So these are actually the same style as the box that these come in. They're called paper pumpkin boxes. And so you just kind of fold on all the lines, fold them towards your face essentially. And so you just want to have all that nice and tight. And so all you do, it's actually kind of like a pizza box shape in a way. If you've ever put together pizza boxes or worked in a pizza place, I've never done it, but I mean, I've never worked in a pizza place, but I do know that this is how those boxes are put together. Okay, and yeah. Okay, so you see I have to hold these two flaps in. Okay, these two flaps are going to go inside this little roll. Okay, so I'm doing it too quickly. I don't want to lose you. There we go. And so that's it. That's our box. And this is perfect. This will hold some of those mini card. You see, oh, this would hold a gift card. I think I have a gift card handy. Let me see. Let me grab one. I'm pretty sure I have a gift card in here. I use it for demonstrations, you know, like when oh, that's where those went. I was looking for those. I was looking for something else. And let's see. Maybe. Oh, there it is. I was looking for those. I put it in such a safe place that I forgot where it was. Okay. Yeah, gift card will fit in there. Perfect. little Starbucks gift card, and a couple pieces of chocolate or something, or some gum, or, you know, but a gift card will definitely fit in there. So that's good to know. And if you're having it pop up, that means that this one here needed a little more squishing, a little more folding. See, and now it'll hold down. You see. So sometimes if you don't fold it real tight, it'll come loose. And the only piece of glue that we put is this tear and tape, and we put it on the wrapper. And that's all we're doing, is we're putting it on the wrapper. Let me get, oh, this is skinny tear and tape. And let's see. Oh, we're putting it, if you look, I had to pay attention to the directions. I almost put it on the wrong side. We're gonna put it on the side facing up. So we're doing the blue. So when I fold on all my scored lines, you're gonna see. So I'm folding on the blue. I love that this is school related. I love the little pencil, that makes me smile. I love something fun like that. And so what happens is you fold on all the score lines. Okay. And then you put you're gonna put tear and tape along this edge here. You see, I'm gonna put it on the blue edge, and that way when it folds down, it's gonna be just the right size. So I'm gonna put it on this outer layer here. Oh, this tear and tape is running away from me. We sell tear and tape as well. I like it. I like the one that we sell. You know, what we have in the box is not, it's good quality, but obviously it's intended just for the purpose of this particular project. That's why it's so narrow. The tear and tape we sell is wider. Okay. And so I always recommend that you go put it around your box first, then put the glue down. Because sometimes what happens is that your box will be just a little bit imperfect, and you might not be able to slide it on and off. You see, now it's tight, nice and tight around this. Almost a little too tight, actually. But you see, I can barely slide it off, but that's good because I want it to hold the box together. Sometimes what will happen is it'll be too loose because you didn't wrap it around your box. Even though all these boxes are identical, because you're folding them individually, they can sometimes get a little stuck. All right, and then they want us to use the twine to wrap around the outside. I'm not gonna do that because they'll have to tear apart the box in order to get it open. So they want us to wrap it like this. You see, but then you're gonna have to rip off the tag and rip off this all together in order to do it. So I actually would just do it this way. And they just want it to go around one time. I'm just gonna do it this way because I'd rather not waste. Let's see, how many inches? They plan for 18 inches. So actually, I think what I'll do is I'll do 2 times. And so I'm still using the same amount of twine, but not necessarily in the way that they suggest. And that's it. And I bet you anything, it's not 18 inches. Yeah, I'm only using about like maybe 13, 14 inches. Yeah. And they give you a guide here. They give you a ruler inside, so you know, you can see. No bow or anything on this one. I'm just doing that because I just think it'll look a little better when you slide it off, and 2, it's not wasting the whole box. Because some people don't necessarily want to toss the whole box. A lot of my friends will keep, oh good, see now I can slide it on and off. But at first it was like a little too tight, you know? And so it's just the imperfections of hand folding it. There we go. Yeah, cool. All right. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to use a little piece of tape because I find that tape is it's just a good adhesive to have. And I'm just going to, ooh, that's a big piece. a little too big. And I'm just going to use a little bit of tape to hold my little twine down. You don't have to. And see, I don't have it full, so, oh, I went a little over, but that's okay. I can tape that down. And then I'm going to add a little, add my little pieces. They're going to cover up this Scotch tape. I have a pair of scissors that are just for fabric and twine like this because it keeps, you know, when you cut in paper, it makes your scissors really, what's the word? Dull. And so, all right. Oh, I see. It was tying a bow. You were going to tie a bow to attach this here. I see. So tying it around in a bow. So I could have still done that. Look, because Scotch tape is removable. I can still do that. I see. I misunderstood. I wasn't reading all the way through. That's why I do these ahead for you, so you can see. All right, so they wanted a little bow here to attach that little tag. I see. My fault. You don't have to do it that way. Some people hate bows. My best friend hates bows. She always just holds her string up to me. Or ribbon. And I know that means to tie it for her. Okay, cool. All right. I see. Well, I still had enough. I still cut enough to where I could still do my bow. 18 inches is a lot of twine to tie a bow with, in my opinion. That would have meant I would have wasted at least 4 or 5. And so there we go. So that's going to go there. And my little graduation hat is going to go right on it as well. They wanted to put the little graduation hat on the tag. So all I did was modify the string because I just wanted to make sure that the, oops, there we go. I modified the string so that they wouldn't have to tear apart the whole box. And I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this. There we go. Done. And so I've got, that's a cute little box. Perfect, right? Okay, that took a little longer than planned because I was fussy. But, all right, so now we move on to the next one. The next one is so cute. It has a little cupcake. All right, so I need the cupcake. And not a circle. I need a label. And, oh, another one of those little taggy things. Those little bread bag looking things. Yeah. These are fun. I kind of think those are fun little tags. And let's see. No, not that one. Look at how cute. I hadn't seen these yet. That's interesting. So these could go, I don't think these are used on the boxes. They're not. These are what you would use on your, you could use these on your card. They, you know, you could add these to those cards that I was showing you, or you could easily throw them on top of the box if you wanted, or you can throw them on the inside of your box as like a little, I'll do one in a second. Okay, I need Calypso Coral, and I was trying to figure out what that was for, so, all right. And we need the striped one. Yep. Let me clean off my stamps here. I guess I could just grab new blocks. But. So you just clean them off with water. This is a Stampin' Chamois. And so it's just a little, like a sponge essentially, that you can keep at your desk that just stays moist. It'll dry out eventually, but you just use it to clean off your stamps. You just clean them off with water. Sometimes they lose their stickiness. So if you use like a Dawn soap or something, you can easily get the stickiness back. Okay, and so then happy birthday. Okay, so this happy we're gonna stamp 2 times, and the birthday, I'm just gonna put it on one of these smaller blocks. I also like the small blocks. They're kind of convenient. Okay, same thing here. I want the blue on the inside. So just got to make sure I fold all those lines down. And yeah, I want the blue on the inside, so I fold all the creases towards my face essentially. And then I put these little tags are going to go inside this piece here. This piece is going to hold them down. So you don't even need glue when you're putting together the box. Those little tags are going to go inside on each side of the box. There we go. And so you fold that right down. Cute. But see, having that little belly band around it makes it nice and firm. You know what I mean? It holds the box nice and tight. And I was going to tell you, I was telling you about how these could go. These can go on the top of your boxes, but they can also go inside. So for example, this has the stripes and it's a birthday. So I could take this little card and I can glue it inside so that I can write a little note inside. So you can put this on those note cards that I was showing you from that flyer earlier, or I can put a tiny piece of just glue in here and then I'll write on the inside. You can even just do a glue dot or something. And so you could write a little note on the inside, or even on the top here actually would be better, because then it would be visible right away. Actually, that's what I would do. And that way I can put my gift here and put my little note here. And so you could even do that. So those little rectangles are for the inside on the top. I actually would put more glue on it to make sure it holds better, but I don't have anything written, so I kind of don't want to glue it too firmly. Not yet. Not until I'm ready to send it. Okay, and the same thing here. We're gonna fold this over. Oh, I love I love the sprinkles better than I like the stripes. I'm gonna use the sprinkled side because I like that way better. I think the sprinkles just scream birthday in my opinion. So I'm changing it up a little. Okay. And so I'm gonna add, that means I'm gonna add a little bit of tape, or the Tear and Tape, along one edge of my sprinkles, because I want the sprinkles showing. And this overlaps when you wrap it. Hi to whoever's watching. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Okay, there we go. So there we go. And see, this one's a little bit loose, but that's okay. I should have stamped first, but I forgot. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do our stamping. I just got so excited about the sprinkles. I think that's much better than the stripes, in my opinion. All right, let's get our ink again. So I'm gonna actually, the way they want this is they want it to be birthday at the bottom, then happy, happy. They want you to stamp it 2 times. You see that? So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna stamp my birthday first, because then I can stamp it really close to the bottom edge. And that way I'll have room to add my happy. If I start at the top, I may run out of room at the bottom. So that's just a little tip. And they want the happy to be kind of crooked at the very top. You know, just to give a little design element. Cute. And then Good Things comes in small packages right here on the left side. I like these. Ooh, that was a lot of ink. And then I'm going to add a little dimensional to my cupcake and pop that right there. Okay. And the same thing, they want us to use that, they want us to put the twine on the sides, and I just think that's a waste because then you can't slide it off. I just think that that's not smart design, in my opinion. So I'm going to do it this way, and I'm going to tie a bow. So the happy, so see the Good Things comes in small packages. I'll go right here, and my happy birthday can hang off on the side here. So let me go ahead and tie a bow. I actually usually don't measure. I usually just kind of get an amount off the edge. And so just enough to put in my palm. And I'm going to tie my bow. I'm going to tie it up high. I can, you know, if it's too low, I can always move it. But, oops, got a little twisted up there. Oh, that was not right. Need a little bit more. Yeah, because I mean, they tell you to cut 18 inches. That's a lot of string. An 18-inch bow is huge. And you only need a little bit. They also want you to wrap it around differently. Oh, my bow's a little funky. But that's okay. There we go. But if I were to use 18 inches, that's this amount right here. So yeah, 18 inches is, I think that's only 15. So here's 18 inches. Yeah, it's bigger. So 18 inches goes all the way to the edge of this paper. So that means I could wrap around like this and still tie a gigantic bow. There's so much extra. 18 inches is a lot of string. So you would be using quite a bit extra. If you want, if that's better for you, go ahead. But I don't know. I tend to just kind of keep it attached to the spool. And it's just through practice that I've figured out how to do it just right. You know what I mean? So I'm going to need to move my bow a little bit. So if you tied it too low, you can just pull on one side or the other to help get it on track. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add, I'm trying to decide where I want that tag to hang. I want it to hang off the side here. Oh, you know what? Actually, I think I'm going to have it hang over here, actually. So if I do that, I think I just kind of messed myself up. We'll see. If I do that, I just wanted my bow to hang a little different on this end. I think it'll be better to have it over here by the words. Otherwise it gets real crowded right there next to the cupcake. Oh, that bow is just bugging me. It's not bad. It's just not great either. try this again. I like that every month we have something new in a paper pumpkin. Sometimes it's cards. Most of the time it's cards, to be honest. But I like that, you know, this is perfect for like an all year round, you know, gift. Like, so I can make a congratulations ones. I can make a birthday one. There we go. That bow is a little bit better, a little smaller, but I like that better. And I'm leaving it. That was a better bow. It was just really bugging me. Okay, let me just trim off this edge. I made it a little bit smaller, but it's also not twisting. And then I'm gonna pop this on dimensionals right here, and then I'm gonna add the happy birthday tag, right? The bread tag. I'm gonna add it underneath the loops. So notice how I tied my bow and then I put the bread tag because it has this nice little circle, this nice little slit, you can easily just hang it off there like a real little bread tag. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some dimensionals here on my, yeah, and I'm gonna pop it off. So it's a little off center, but that's okay. Oops, yeah, that's good. I don't want him to go too far to the edge over here on the cupcake side because I've got, and I always put one in the middle so it doesn't cave because it's going to be a little bit off center to make sure I can adjust for that tag. I want it to cover the string. Oops. I want the edge, oops, to cover the string, but not be on top of the string. And then my bread tag can hang down too. There we go. And there we go. See, because I think if the tag were here, it was going to be like a little busy to have the tag and the bow and the cupcake all on one side. At least now it's a little more even in design. So there we go. That's our next one. And our last one, sorry it's taking me so long. I think it's just because I keep taking creative license with what I'm doing. Now we need the gray one. And the next one we're going to need is this one. Okay, same thing. Oh, I should do my stamping. I like this color scheme actually. And then we need a couple leaves. Looks like 2 leaves and a flower and another bread tag and a label. Okay. All right, and I'm just going to grab another block. Okay, and we're going to use happy again, and they want us to use congrats again. Oh, I put congrats away. I didn't realize we were going to use it again. Congrats and cheers to forever. So this would be a good like wedding one or engagement. That's good. All right, and then so we stamp congrats on the, we're gonna stamp on the right side. Oh, this one's gonna be flat, okay. So the right side of the tag, because we want everything to be on the, all the 3D stuff will be on the left side. Okay, and then cheers to forever. That's a good sentiment. And then on the tag, we're gonna do happy, oh, for you. Oh, so that's why the happy was separated, so that you could do a separate, a different type of happy, which is kind of cool. So we're going to do happy, and they want happy to be crooked. I'm going to start at the top because I'm only stamping twice this time. So it's okay if happy and for you are a little crooked on here. They want them a little at an angle. Okay, so all my stamping's done for that. Oh, and on this one, on this one, they're tying the bow like I've been telling you how to tie it around the center. And so around the sides or whatever. Okay. Oh, that is not, there we go. And this goes in. And this goes in one side. And these two tabs go in. And I fold the flap around them. It just kind of rolls them in, folds them in. So you don't need any glue, which is nice and convenient. And then I'm going to pop that down. And again, you could add one of those little, one of these little rectangle squares inside. I could add a little note on the inside of this and put it inside here at the top. And that would be perfect. So I'd have a little nice sentiment in there for when I'm giving it away. So that's a good idea. Okay, and then same thing here. We're going to fold this around and tape it. Okay, we're going to put just the glue on one side. It's going faster now that I know how to put them together. That ribbon just drove me crazy when it was not tying. Okay, so you want, oh, by the way, you want your line to be on the bottom of the box. So go ahead and put your fold over line at the bottom of the box, not at the top. If you put it on the front, it's not a big deal. You can move it. But, you know, you want the top to be nice and clean and the seam to be on the bottom, okay? And this is going to be flat. So this one, we're just going to put it flat down. So we're going to put a little bit of tear and tape on the back here. We're not going to put it 3D like we had done the others. Just going to put a little bit, but we're leaving this side, the far right side of your label. We're leaving that empty because it's going to hang off a little bit like on the last one we did. It's going to hang off just a little bit. Okay, and so we're going to get that on there. And then we're going to take our string and we're going to tie a bow around, they say 14 inches. I just tie it this way. And then I know I'm not wasting any twine. Oh, it's not working again. If you guys hate tying bows, you can also just tie a knot. Oh, that's super loose too. Oh my gosh, come on, bow. If you don't want to tie a bow, you can just tie a knot. And hang the tag off the knot. There we go. That looks better. All right. Sometimes it just takes me a minute. And it doesn't help that I'm on my video, because I think that also makes me anxious because you guys are watching and I don't necessarily want to like make it, you know, make you wait too long. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna put a little tape on the tag here. The way they have it looking is funny. We're gonna put a little bit of tape on the back left side of the tag, and the leaves are gonna pop off of that. Yeah. So they're just gonna barely pop off. Okay. And then see, I like that this would be 3D. I would have it be 3D. But they don't have it 3D. And so actually to cover up this glue, we need to put a little bit of tear and tape along the back. Or you could take like a little powder or something. You see, I just need to cover up that line of glue just so that it doesn't, well, I guess I could just have the line of glue and then just glue it down. No. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna glue it down. So you've got your line of glue that was already there. And what you do is you just tag you hang your little bread piece. You're gonna hang it off and it'll stick down, but that's okay because we're also gonna add the flower right here with a little dimensional. Yeah, I mean, I do these all from scratch on purpose to show you how they're done, one, but also to show you just, you know, you can also change it up too. So, I mean, it's not a perfect science. Sometimes the instructions are a little funny. I'm not going to pretend, you know, where I'm like, what happened? Why did they do it that way? Like the string, for example. So it's not moving like on the other ones, it moves. But that's okay because I want to make sure those leaves and the flower stay in place. So it's okay that it's not moving because it's still really 3D popped up. So then we're going to take this last one and we're going to take the baby looking one and we're going to need one of these strips and another bread tag. I love these little bread tags. I hope that they bring this die back. It was one that they used to have. They used to have this little bread. This is a larger tag. But we haven't had no, I hope it comes back as a punch or something because I really like it. All right, and then we need to change up. I don't have that many stamps, so. I'm gonna have to swap out my blocks here like you guys would do. And so we're done with our congrats and we're done with our, but of course you can do whatever you want. These are just the ones that they designed, but my friend, she actually will just usually leave it blank sometimes, the sentiment, because she wants it to, you know, she doesn't want to, you know, I have several of these and I, you know, do this as like a business. So it's okay if I, it's okay if I use up and give away some, you know, but okay. So we need Oh Baby and special delivery. Put Oh Baby on that one. And, oh, and then we also need for your special delivery and another one. Oh, we need a couple. There we go. And another one that says special delivery. Okay, so we got a couple. right, so we're gonna take my garden green again, or your little Stampin' Spot that you have. I'm just using the big one so I can give that other one away. Okay. And special delivery is going to be at the top. And then we're going to stamp on this one here with garden green as well. Make sure this narrow one is straight. Sometimes you have to place it again. Sometimes you'll place it and it's crooked, like I did again. I can't seem to get it straight. That looks straight now. And it helps sometimes to have something dark underneath what you're doing when you have a narrow stamp like this, because of the white, you know, sometimes you can't see where you're stamping, but if I put the dark underneath like that, it helps me center it. There we go. Whereas with this one, I had this little dots to use as a guide. So, and then, oh baby. Cute. Oh, I don't know why it's doing that. I'm sorry, it's blinking. I hope it hasn't been doing that too long. We're gonna put the peach outside. So we want the peach, or this is called Petal Pink, I think. We want it facing up. And same thing. We just fold all of our edges. There we go. Done. Okay. And we'll do the wrapper here again. Oh, sweet. So I could even just do the green. Let's see. Oh, I need to get the stars. I forgot. Oops, I folded it the wrong way. I like this. I like this is Pear Pizzazz. This is a cute baby. I don't know anyone that's having a baby anytime soon. I'm sure someone will have a baby soon. Oh, I do know someone. One of my students. I taught her when she was 11, and now she's this grown woman having a baby. She just got married last year, I think. Or no, she got married a couple years ago, actually. Now it was just before 2020, I think, that she got married. I think it was 2019, maybe. Sweet Nancy. I taught her when she was 10 or 11. She was in 6th grade. And we still keep in touch all these years later. Okay, so they want us to glue this down with the Terran tape and then tie the ribbon around the side there. Okay, so we can do that last instead. So Terran tape. I guess I don't need any tape. Scotch tape this time. And then we're going to put a little bit of Terran tape on this narrow strip here. And it's going to go across at an angle. Oh, I did it the wrong way. It was supposed to be the other way, but that's okay. And then we're going to tie, I'm going to do the stars last, only because they're the 3D element. I'm going to tie my bow. It's interesting that they used gray for all year, but it's funny, even for the baby, it doesn't look, the baby box, it doesn't look bad. I would not necessarily use gray on a baby box, you know, like, but it actually looks good with the yellow and green. It's interesting. Sometimes you never know what color combos are going to look right, and then all of a sudden you put them together, you're like, oh, that's actually really nice. Just like black. I love to use black with things. But some people wouldn't necessarily use black on certain things. And I'm like, no, use it. Okay, and I'm going to take my little bread. Whoops. I like really squished it. There we go. Take my little bread tag. And I'm sure these have a different name, but I'm calling them bread tags. And that's it. Oh, I need the stars. Oh, and see, look at how sweet is this to put this on the inside. Oh, I already closed it up, so never mind. But this would be really cute to have on the inside. So I could write a little note. Let me get some stars. So we need a small star and a big star. They're 2 sizes. Actually, these dimensionals are a little bit big for the stars. They're going to poke out of the side. So I just recommend you cut it in half. Cut one of them in half and put half of it on one. Yeah, because like even this half barely fits on this baby one and half on the other. It might have, yeah, it would have been too big. I don't like it when you can see the glue. I just think it looks unfinished when you can see the glue. So I'm going to put the star here. It's a little different than the design that they had, but it's because I moved my thing wrong. Do I want it there? Do I want it off to the side? I kind of want it on the center there. It's the empty spot. So there we go. So there's our baby one. They turned out cute. They're actually really nice. I actually think there's just a lot of potential for some really cool stuff with this kit beyond just the designs they give you. They give you 4 designs to start from. But of course, as you can see, we can change it up. I changed it up just by changing the string because I just decided I didn't want to add around the side because then they have to rip the whole thing apart. That to me doesn't seem very efficient or just smart, you know, like you don't want someone to like rip open the package. I mean, they can if they want, obviously, but you see they have a few different designs. They repeated. Oh, and see here they did one with the Cheers and to Forever, but they changed up the design with the polka dots and the baby blue. And on this one, they used this green stripes and the pink, the petal pink with the special delivery. So, you know, they've changed up the design a little bit. You could do whatever you wanted. They just showed you 4 examples, but you can do, of course, whatever you want. Just like I changed up the sprinkles. I think that's much better than those stripes, in my opinion. If you didn't see the stripes, here's what the stripes look like. And the stripes are fine, you know. But I don't know, for a birthday card, I just feel like, I don't know, sprinkles scream birthday. This also would be a good one for a neutral baby card too, even though this one obviously is perfect with the little suns and or moon and stars. But this one would also be a good one for a baby because it's very neutral, the colors. This is petal pink. But you've also got the Calypso Coral and the Garden Green and the, I think this is not Balmy Blue, but this is Tahitian Tide, you know, so you have a variety of different blues or a different color blue. I don't know. You can just change it up, do what you want. So it was a good kit. I like this kit, actually, a lot more than I thought. I was thinking, oh, all these boxes, I don't know. But actually, it's really useful for the year round. And so you can make up a handful of these and have them ready. Like, you know, you're always going to use a birthday one. So I would probably make more birthday ones than I would for the graduation or the wedding. You know what I mean? Because, you know, but again, unless you have friends that, I mean, right after 2020, everyone had a baby because everyone was bored at home, I guess. So like everyone had a baby after 2020. So like there was a baby boom. So that would have been a good year to make a bunch of these, you know? So it's just that finding that balance of whatever is most useful. Birthday and thank you, I think, are always my favorites, but you know, you can do whatever you want. So, all right. Well, thanks so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to comment, because I always share my, do a drawing for my videos. So I hope you have a great day. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.